Patreon member shoutout. She says she wants to end it all when she's all alone in her room. She cries. The way she feels inside is too much for her. When all you got is these four walls, it's not that hard to feel so small or even exist at all. How come no one heard her when she said, maybe I'm better off dead? Hey guys, how's it going? It is either Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with the Veve AMA update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashie. Hello, Dashie. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that thanks button down below. Now, we do have a little bit of news today. It is a pretty big day for the crypto market. Bitcoin is down almost 10% on the day, and OMI is not doing better. OMI is down about 12% today. The markets in general were a little shaky. The Dow was down almost 1%. The S&P was down over 1.2%. And the Nasdaq was down 2%. So yeah, everyone in the markets is really feeling it today, especially OMI. What happens in the future? Is this just short term? Is this bottom? I mean, we did see God's entry saying a couple months back when him and Mr. Pagliuca, or Mr. Pags, Henry Pagliuca, coming on the podcast, new eyebrows, had come on and said that the support was at 0.0016. We have broken below that, and where do we go? I'm not 100% sure. I did tell a buddy of mine, so again, this is a friend that I was telling, yeah, now's really not a bad time to buy OMI, considering that we had gone down so much, and what happens short term, I have zero idea. What happens long term, obviously, I think we moon, and there's many reasons to believe that. Again, that's just advice I gave to a friend. This is not financial advice. Moving on. One of the big things we have on the day is VMate. VMate is a smartphone application giving you access to Veve market data, insights, and opportunities. With a range of free premium tools, Veve collectors can boost their NFT knowledge and arm themselves with all the data and information needed to make informed decisions about their NFTs. So they did just release a Medium article on this, and it is similar to what Cherry Charts or Omi the Clown was doing, saying we absolutely love Veve and everything it stands for. For this very reason, we want to make its ecosystem even richer than it is now by providing outstanding value and accepting exceptional tools for the Veve community. Now, what you can do, it's a free, robust iOS and Android analysis app for Veve collectors. First and regular floor price updates, custom price alarms, rarity filters, chart perspective for at-a-glance visual analysis, and sorting capacity, making it an invaluable companion for effective Veve market analysis. Basically what you have here is you'll be able to access these features by staking $100 of VMT, that's their token, or $200 worth of OMI. So this is, I guess, their first rollout on the, or I guess the first thing of OUP that we're getting. Hey, here's one of the benefits of staking, at least a very small amount, $200 worth of OMI. So this is calculated based on the market price at the time you choose to deposit. There are no restrictions or lockups on your tokens, and you can unstake them at any time. However, you will lose access to the premium tools if you choose to unstake. This is something where, again, I've tried signing in, and I don't think it really works. Right now, it's I can't even show it because it's showing like the password and all that, but it keeps saying it's on register, and it's VMate, and it just won't let me log in for whatever reason. Again, it is new. So if you do see any bugs, definitely go report that. And speaking of reporting, shout out to Veve Fambam that went and did some due diligence for us. We have I guess a fake David Yu going around. And this David Yu does have 6,600 followers over on Instagram, but again, he's fake. Saying, hey there, due to recent updates on our network, have you received direct assistance from any of our mods yet in regards to pending payout issues, as well as integrate into the updated Ecomi cross-chain protocol? Obviously, this is fake. This is something that I reported, Veve Fambam's reported, pretty much everybody has reported. But obviously, we want to make sure that the new people and everyone else stays safe, and we go and report that on the Insta. Also, going back to staking real quick, for OMI or for the VMT token, again, for that VMate app, saying, as a bonus, if you love the VMate app and hold your OMI stake uninterrupted for 12 months, you will also have the opportunity to swap some of your OMI tokens for VMT, max of $200 worth of VMT per account. So I guess you can make multiple accounts as long as you have an unlimited amount of emails. Seems to make sense. VMT tokens are offered exclusively to OMI holders as part of their initial VMT token allocation, and any OMI tokens swapped for VMT will be sent to the Veve Reserve wallet. So obviously those are pretty much considered burned. And then as a VMT token holder, you can continue accessing all the premium features of the VMate app, as well as any other product and services that VMate may produce in the future. Now, for me, again, I don't happen to have this because it won't let me register for whatever reason, but I do have a screenshot from somebody that does have it, and here is what it looks like. Looks like a digital collector's best friend, and you see, Hawk Girl, you see something else called question mark. I'm not 100% sure what that is, and then you have the glider over there. So it does pretty much show you the ups and the downs of different things. For me, I'll keep you guys posted on this. I'll see what the feedback is, and I'll report on it then. More news from over. They announced the Disney Princess Luminous Portrait Series, which is going to drop over on Sunday, and it looks like lenticular based. I think they even said lenticular shaped inside of this. But what you have is a couple of things. Snow White is the uncommon at 4,444 editions. We have Cinderella, which is also these are all first edition, by the way. That's a rare, and that one is, I believe, 3,333. We have Jasmine, looks really cool, and that's going to be 2,222. That's the ultra rare, and then there's a secret rare, Ariel, of 1,111. These are in blind boxes, so these are $40 each. I am very, very excited. I'm gonna go for them. These are ones that I definitely see all of them going, well over retail. Obviously, the Mr. Fantastic, that did not. The lesser version of that is under, but the ultra rare version of that Reed Richards is actually over retail, so that's pretty good. If you take a look at some of the OpenSea volume that's in Ethereum, going back, back to 2018, there's pretty much nothing. 2019, 2020, almost nothing. It really seems like the last couple of years, it has really gone up a lot. Now, obviously, if you look at, for the last couple of months, it was really big over in May, not so much right now. So again, if you take a look at the markets in general, where it was really huge back in, earlier this year, and then now it's not, this does remind me of X amount of years ago for Bitcoin, where Bitcoin was nothing for a while. Suddenly it shoots up to $900, and then it goes back down to I think $500, even $100. And most people like myself had thought, okay, Bitcoin had its run. It was mostly used by kind of anarchist people that are just I don't trust the dollar, I don't trust this. And, people just didn't understand the technology that was there. They didn't understand blockchain. They didn't understand what it was doing, what it was disrupting. And I feel like we're seeing that now with NFTs. But all right, yeah, it was a fad. It came and went, and nobody's buying anymore. But they have to understand that this is the market. This is just, I mean, again, when Bitcoin's down 10%, and the markets are down multiple percent today, people not paying their mortgages in China. This has, I don't want to say nothing to do with NFTs. It did have a sweet pump, and there's going to be peaks and valleys regardless of what type of market we're in. But I feel like people just don't understand this new technology. And again, it's just my opinion, but yeah, most people don't even know it exists. Most people have no idea what an NFT is. So moving on. So news on the artwork stuff with the David Warhol. Veve had gone and said, hey, they put out a poll saying, how much do you think that this will go for? 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, or over 20,000. I, of course, picked over 20,000, and I have confirmation from multiple people that have more than five. Yeah, more than that. So where does this actually go to? I'm not 100% sure. We do have a tweet from Ray Fixie. That is kind of why I brought this up, saying, if the bid is over 20K already and ends up around 30 to 50K, then I'm out because I have no way to get money in unless Veve Official wants me to pay in person. Fix crypto. Many of the blue chips are dying. Please bring back crypto to get the blue chips back to their original. And David Yu responds, we hear you. When he says we hear you, obviously him and the team and legal and everyone else have probably discussed that at length. Where do we see that going? What's the time frame? I'm not sure. I can pretty much guarantee you, just based on reading the writing on the wall, we'll be able to get crypto in the app at some point. Again, if we had the cash out on crypto, which is paused right now, cashing in crypto at some point, whether it's to just buy the NFTs, to buy the gems, to buy whether to own me to NFT, whatever it is. I don't know 100% when we're going to do it, but it seems like the new CTO is doing pretty well. Again, we have this VMate app coming out, and I didn't expect that. So I feel like there's a lot that's left that is currently being desired by people, but I feel like that is going to start moving pretty quickly. Again, just my opinion. So, but the other day, blockchains by NFT sales in volume, Ethereum obviously being number one, but number two is Immutable X with over $1 million in sales in 24 hours. In third place, you have Solana, followed by Flow, BNB, Ronin, Polygon, Palm, Tezos, and Panini. Not even sure what half of these are, but for the most part, you're looking at Immutable X at being number two. And if Veve were on here, because Veve is not included in the Immutable X sale numbers, on any given day, whether most likely it's got to be a day of a drop. If it is a day of a drop, we win. We 100% win. We are in number 2. We are ahead of Immutable X. You're not going to be able to go outside of Ethereum because Ethereum is over at, like I said, that was 14.5 million in sales for that 24 hours. But being number 2, right under it, we are on Immutable X, on the Ethereum blockchain. I'm very, very bullish on this. Extraordinarily so. Also, I met Banksy yesterday. No, JK. It was Mac on Deck. For those of you that do not know, Mac on Deck had trolled on Twitter a little bit saying that he was Banksy. I talked to him about it. He's like, yeah, I don't know why people believe me. But again, it's Twitter, it's the internet. It is nuts. So I did wind up going there and taking a look at some of his NFTs, the bats that he had. And they're pretty cool. He's cool. I'm glad we're partnered with him. I'm glad Coinbase partnered with him. He's just a nice guy. I really like him. Anywho, moving on here. Epico Regal has gone and said set up AR setup for Epico Regal David Yu digital toys, and you see him on there saying comment your thoughts of Ecomi coming to Epico Regal, and I'm very, very bullish on them because in the future we are going to have a bunch. I think the majority of English speakers in the world that will be coming from India, and if they are attacking that Indian market, it just seems to make sense that for us to be bullish on this project. And again, it is a fun game. It's exactly like Clash Royale, it's exactly like Clash Royale. It's just that, but just rebranded. Also, I should have said have the majority of English speakers on the internet is coming from India. Yes. Oh, I forgot. Blockworks Research had also reported that Immutable X has jumped Solana in daily NFT dollar sales volume, ranking second only to Ethereum. The volume increase has been led by Gods Unchained, DC Comics, and Alluvium Land. And again, this is not factoring in Veve. I can't wait to see what type of splash Veve makes when we go and we're on there. So about 24 hours ago, we had the Daily Hodl and Bitcoin News and everyone else saying BlackRock, Google, and Morgan Stanley investing billions into blockchain and crypto technology report. And it just so happens that X amount of hours after that article came out, Bitcoin decided to take a dump. This is classic pump and dump. This is from, again, this isn't from your average Daily Joe here. This isn't even from your average millionaire. This takes hundreds of billions upon billions to go and do. So yeah, this happens at every single level. You cannot control it. So one of our favorite people over on the Twitter, known as Deadpool, the Deadpool whale, had posted that his device does not meet security requirements, and he's just a little salty about that. And again, shout out to the Veve team that is working 24 hours round the clock in order to fix everything. Alex decides to troll a little bit, says this is it. This is the letter D that David had mentioned, D for Deadpool. I just thought that was pretty funny. LOL. And speaking of Alex, he did mention in Spaces that the next Veve AMA, I'm not sure if it's AMA or community update, but it will be with Alfred Kahn, so I am very, very excited to see that. David said on my stream that it might not be end of August, it might be in September when we get one, but either way, what are they going to bring him on for? He was on one of the AMAs back in the day. As far as the announcements going, I would bring him out, roll out the red carpet for any announcements. I don't know what we go and we have, like, everyone, as soon as they heard that news, like, Pokemon, meow, mine. If they do, that'd be super fantastic. That'd be super great. We have payout now. We have a whole bunch of stuff coming. If not, again, don't get your hopes up. If it happens, great. If not, no big deal. We are more than okay without it. But that would be really cool, though. Yeah, in this market, not just affecting Veve, Recur Pass just hit a new low of 198 per pass. We have a couple of people that every now and then this rumor or whatever kind of circulates, talking about Steamboat Willie eventually getting at first appearance tag, which I think he should, but he won't. We do have Grimes Eye saying that's not Mickey, though. That's Steamboat Willie. Steamboat Willie should be first appearance. Heather from Kuroga says Disney is not differentiating. It's still Mickey. If they were considering him in a different character, they would have put the first appearance tag on it. Grimes Eye says it's really more of the users not being knowledgeable of Mickey's history. Veve definitely considered him a different character. As per the name tag, Steamboat Willie was supposed to be released before Partner Statue, but Veve had complications with Steamboat Willie when they planned to initially release it first. I don't know where this person is getting that information, because I don't think I've heard that before, and I know a lot. So Reverend Alex G says Disney does not consider him a different character. That's why it's not first appearance. Partners is first appearance Mickey. This will not change. So Alex kind of slamming down the law right there. Yeah. David also retweeted Venkatesh saying, if you smell what Epico Regal is dropping, and David said, are those diamond hands? And they do appear to be diamond hands. There are a lot of ways to invest. We have one it was a post from somebody, I can't tell who it was, the name is crossed out, saying, get a 12-month no-interest credit card with a $20,000 limit, buy 125 Boba Fetts at $160 each, close the app for 11 months, come back to your 4X, give or take, pay off the card, and pocket $60,000. Oh, not financial advice, just hit number 71. So we have somebody that posted this on Facebook and says, I hope no one falls for something like this. No one should go into debt or use money they need to buy an NFT. Playing a dangerous game like this can ruin lives. 100%. If you know you only have a certain amount of money coming in, you take on a bunch of debt you can't afford. If something happens, God forbid, and you're expecting, that big payout in order to pay for it, that is a very dangerous game. Playing with fire, you could actually wind up ruining your life in a very, very bad way. You could fall behind on bills or rent. You get kicked out. You get, something happens. You can't afford stuff. Ruins your credit score because you declare bankruptcy. Not a good idea. However, that being said, I have over-leveraged myself many times over the past several years since I got out of the military. It's worked out for me, but again, I think that my scenario might be the exception, not the rule. Any advice that I give to other people is do not put in money that you cannot afford to lose. And if you do, be prepared to face those consequences. Again, just kind of throwing a warning like that out there. Moving on. Metaverse Life, one of the accounts that David follows, has a teaser of Steamboat Willie doing something, and David Yu tweets, cannot wait. Alright guys, that's it for me today. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everybody please check out at Hey David Don and at King Mouse Forever over on the Twitter, Stand Up Chart and King Mouse over on the Veve App, Copy Collects and Omi Player 1 over on the YouTube, WraithX.eth domain name, Cal Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Veve Darklink, Metal Lemon, and Veve Vibes, all on the YouTube, at Nomad with Guitar, at Wet Wizard Veve, and Gary O at 1234CA3, all on Twitter, and Fanny Carbonell FR over on the TikTok. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow. Veve, meow, meow, meow.